with them. Okay? Figure out what your excuse is, because you can either let it hold you back or not. That's about the only choice there is. Hold you back or not. So let's don't use excuses. We got some good ones, but let's just figure it out. Okay? All right, so now we're going to go to this sheet. You know, there's some things that I did when I first started, and they worked out so good, I stopped doing it. Anybody like that? Oops, sorry. You know what I'm talking about? You do something, it really works, and then you just stop doing it. This is the very first sheet. This is the very first sheet. I love to see things visually, and so I put this little sheet together back when it was just a breast health company. Okay, back in the very beginning when it was just a breast health company, I put this together. So the only thing I did is I just changed the top up there. I decided to put the little Slim logo up there. Used to have a little butterfly. Now it's got a Slim logo. And so this is the very first sheet I ever used, and I'm going to talk to you just a minute about the magic of 3. You see, I think this business is all about the magic of 3. It has lots of things. The magic of 3. If you have 3 preferred customers, you'll never pay for your own product. Did you know that? 3 preferred customers, you'll never pay for your own product. It'll buy you a bag of Slim every month. 3 preferred customers. If you have 3 retail customers, you've always got somebody to either move into the preferred customer line or become an ambassador. You need 3 retail customers, you need 3 preferred customers, and you need 3 personal team members at the least. Those 3 things can take you anywhere you want to go in this business. Because you want to just rotate. You want to rotate from retail to preferred to new team member. Or perhaps retail straight to team member. Whatever the case may be, but you need 3 people at all times coming in and moving up. Coming in and changing their position. Retail, preferred customer, new ambassador. Doesn't matter what order it is. But if you have 3 preferred customers, let's think about that for a minute. If they all buy a combo, that's $18 on each of those combos. And then once you get over your $100, you're going to get 15% back. It comes up to be like close to $70-something. Does that not pay for a bag of Slim for you? Never pay for your product if you have 3 preferred customers. Should it be the same 3 preferred customers forever? No. You want to rotate them out because you want to give them advantages of buying wholesale versus retail. Okay? There's advantages for being a preferred customer. Go in and find out what those advantages are. If you don't know, every 3 months they get a 10% discount. Okay? So figure those things out and make sure you're aware of them. But the magic of 3. You guys, if you could just keep that in your head, what do I need? I need 3 new people coming in. I need 3 preferred customers. I need 3 retail customers. I need 3 team members. I need to bring 3 people to a meeting. I need to get 3 people on the opportunity call. Just think about it. If you could just focus on one thing, it's the magic of 3. Okay? The magic of 3. Did you need to ask me something?
Yeah. Could you explain that a little further about the every 3 months I get a 10% discount?
No. Because I don't want to go there. Okay? When you go into your website, you can read all about that because you're going to go in and you're going to visit all that because we got to get the high points. If we have time, I'll be happy to talk to you about it after the meeting, though. Okay? So, the magic of 3. Now, why do you need 3 personal team members? Because if you have 3 personal team members, the company immediately pays you on 5 levels. If I sponsor Sarah, and then I sponsor Danielle, and I sponsor Mary, and Danielle goes out and builds a team of 100 people in the next 2 months, I'm good to go because I'm getting paid on 5 levels. But if I only have Sarah and Danielle on my team, I've just messed up big time. Okay, I've just missed out on hundreds and hundreds of dollars because I didn't have my 3rd personal. You guys, does it need to be a personal that's going to set the world on fire? No. In fact, I like to find personals that just may accidentally sell something. Because those people, when they accidentally sell something, they get excited. Doggone, I made $200. You didn't tell me I could make a lot of money. You told me I could get by wholesale. Great, let's go make some money. Just like my little lady that looked for me for a year. See, I can't remember who I've told what stories to. Y'all know about the lady that found me after a year? Okay, I had a lady the other last week. She found me after a year. She called me. She said, I don't know if you remember doing something in the little community center in Sims, Alabama, and I was your guest, and blah, blah, blah. Do you remember me? And I'm like, no, I don't know if I do or not. I do remember doing an event there. And she said, well, let me make sure you're the person that invited me. So she gave me a test. I had to answer 3 questions. And if I answered them correctly, I was the one that invited her. So I passed the test, it was me. And actually, when she got to the meeting and saw me, she goes, "Oh, it was you." I'm thinking, yeah, I had the 3 test questions, surely. And so, anyway, so she called me. She said, "I've been thinking about Plexus for a year. Been thinking about Plexus for a year, but I'm very introverted. I don't go anywhere by myself. My husband works out of the country. I barely leave the house. I'm just not a, I'm not going to talk to people." She said, "But I can't stand it." She said, "I've been thinking about this Plexus." And she said, "So I hunted you down. I went on the main website and I've seen that calendar and I started looking just to see if I might find your name on any events, and I found it on the one in Hattiesburg." She said, "Can I come to your event?" And I said, "Sure. Where do you live?" Bluesdale. So it's a good drive, about an hour and a half drive to get to Hattiesburg. And I thought, okay. In fact, no, she didn't tell me where she lived that night. And I said, "Okay, yeah, come to the meeting. I'll see you there." Okay, great. So she comes to the meeting, and I find out that she came from Bluesdale, which I was having a meeting there the following night. But my name was not on the Bluesdale, and she seen there was a Bluesdale meeting, but someone had put it in the calendar for me, and they put their contact information. So my name wasn't on it, so she wasn't going to go to that meeting. So she comes to the meeting, and she brings her sister-in-law, because she doesn't go anywhere by herself. She brings her sister-in-law, and they're sitting there, and she is like smiling from ear to ear. She's so excited. She heard the testimonies, and she's so excited. And when it's all said and done and people are starting to leave, she's still sitting there with her enrollment form, and she said, "Oh, I just don't know what to do." I said, "What do you mean you don't know what to do?" I had to answer 3 questions. You drove an hour and a half to get here. You've been looking for me for a year. Your name goes here. Your last name goes here. This is your social security number. I need your address and a password. And then you're going to flip it over and figure out which welcome pack you want, because guess what? Her sister-in-law was sitting there with her checkbook going, "Decide which welcome pack you want because I need a combo." And the girl, her name's Jessica, she goes, "Yeah, but I don't know which welcome pack to pick." I said, "Well, if she's buying a combo, do you plan on using the product?" "Oh, I got to have a combo, and I think my mom wants a combo." "Okay, here's one that says 3 combos." Right? So at some point, yes, you need to walk people through it, but you see, and so, okay. And I thought, you know what, Sheila, let's, walk the walk, talk the talk, walk the walk. And I said, "You know what, Jessica, do you know that I'm going to be in Bluesdale tomorrow?" She said, "Yeah, that's right down the street from where I live." I said, "I tell you what, why don't you and your sister-in-law come to that meeting, because I think hearing it twice would be good. And by the way, why don't you bring someone to hear it with you? That way, that'll really help you remember it. If you have a guest, you pay better attention." So, right? And so she goes, "Okay." So the next night, I'm in Bluesdale. She shows up, her sister-in-law shows up, and they both bring a guest. Guess what happened? Both the guests signed up. She became a silver ambassador within 24 hours. Then I'm thinking, I'm on a roll here. I said, "You know what? I love to help my new people. Let's put a little weight loss party together. Would you like to have a weight loss party?" "Yeah, I can do that." And I said, "Let me see which first date I got." And it just so happened it was like the following week on a Tuesday. I said, "Next Tuesday I could have a weight loss party. Can you invite some people?" "Yeah, we'll invite some people." Of course, it was like this morning, torrential rain, storm. They live in Bluesdale, OnStar can't even get me there. I'm down a dirt road and 2 left dirt roads to the, I passed the horses. And she said, "Be careful of the deer." I thought 2 deer were going to run out from me. I had to wait for 60 deers to cross. Yeah, it was crazy. So I finally get there, beautiful home in the back, and it's her sister-in-law's house, and there's a few people there. Well, one of the ladies is a veterinarian, and she just had a baby 15 months ago, and even though it's her dad's veterinarian at shop, and everybody calls her to make sure that she's working because they want to bring their animal to her, she said, "The truth is, I'd like to work just a day or 2 and spend more time with my baby. And if I had something else on the side," you see, even doctors, veterinarians, they still are looking for something else. And so she signed up. Now my lady, who's introverted and doesn't leave the house, has 14 members. Right?
For a year.
And that worked for me for a year. And then got there and wasn't sure what she should do. So there are people out there that you talked to a year ago, you need to go back and talk to them. Okay? You just never know different personalities, and you have to clone yourself to kind of be like that person. So, I understand she's introverted, so I'm not going to ask her to do anything that would pull her out of her comfort zone. I asked her, "You and your sister-in-law come back tomorrow," because she wasn't going to come back by herself. She already told me that. But her sister-in-law come with her. The sister-in-law brought her mother, and she brought a friend. And next thing you know, she's got a little thing. Yesterday, for somebody, and she told me, now I don't do a lot, I'm not very good on the computer. Yesterday, she sent out a list to her entire team members of things that I've talked about, and she put it in a list. These are things that Sheila recommends you should do. And it was like 6 things. I'm like, all right, I got somebody else over there writing everything.